Hey everyone, I'm back. Sorry it took so long to get this video out, but my laptop's not working and it's not letting me render any new videos, so I'm doing this all on my Xbox. What I'm going to show you here is the 20 locations of the, I think they're called Mr. Everywhere statues, to get the achievement. As you can see, the first one's in the laundry room, where you find the first save point. It was right underneath it there. The second one is along the hall, just at the end of it, sitting on some tables and chairs. And then the third one is just in the main hall, through the door on your left. I think it made these three relatively easy to find, to basically give you a hint as to that you're meant to be collecting them, because this next one's got a note saying shoot me. I'm going to show you these all in the order that I find that you come across them in the game, because there is a 7th statue inside the house, but you can't access it till later in the game because you need to get the snake key to go through that door just in front of you there. The 4th statue is inside a wicker basket in this room, just sitting right there. And then the other two are in the next section. This is just after you do the projector with the wooden block to try and make the eagle. It's sitting next to the white door on the opposite side. You can see the deer there. And the last one in this section of the game before you go outside is just downstairs. Now I've done a bit of setup here. When you actually come down here first, you're gonna have to go straight ahead through this door and go round the long way and open up a gate just on the left here to open that door from the other side. But I figured I might as well do it now, just to cut out a lot of hassle. But this is the exit to the dissection room, and as you can see, the Mr. Everywhere statue is sitting on the ground next to a bucket and a block. I actually missed it my first run through because it's pretty well hidden. Once you go outside, there is a caravan in the middle of the yard, and I sort of nosing about looking for it here, but if you walk up to the caravan, on the first step leading up to the caravan, just on the left hand side, you'll see the Mr. Everywhere statue hiding at the bottom of the step. After this, there's 4 in the old house, which is the next section of the game, where Marguerite is. This is where you're facing Marguerite. This is the save room in the old house, which is just over this wee, like, it's like a wee rickety wee bridge sitting on the wall to the left of the save point. Now again, I've done a bit of setup. I've actually already activated the tunnel on your right using the projector, but I'm heading to the second one that I found, which is in the chimney just before you speak to Mia and find the spider statue. It's sitting here on the left behind this pallet. I noticed it on the way out. You do sort of notice it when you're leaving, you know, sitting at the top of the stairs. The third one in the old house is, you have to go, after you've activated the spider statue, you go through that there cavity wall, and you come out the other side here and go into this hole, and down the hole, the Mr. Everywhere statue is sitting on some shelving on the left hand side. Now, I don't know why they would keep shelving down here, but that's where it is. This is where you get the crank to activate the bridge to, you know, make a few shortcuts. Then after this, you have to go upstairs. You have to have the crow key to go upstairs, and then you activate a cutscene, and you end up getting into a fight with Marguerite. As you can see here, we had a bit of a tussle in that hole, and she's currently in that goo. But when you go up here, and you meet the, like, lantern lamp, which is the lock, you know, you have to balance it out. He's just sitting on the wee table here to the right. The next one is back in the main house in the attic, and as you climb the ladder, if you turn straight around going up into the attic, that's him sitting right there. Now this is something I noticed: aim for the body, because if you shoot it in the head, it doesn't seem to work, and I'm not entirely sure why. I wasted blooming 3 bullets doing that there. This is one of the ones I actually struggled to find. I was a wee bit I just couldn't think of it. I actually thought that they were on the boat, but I was looking up into the beams at this point to see if I could see it. But if you noticed there, I actually was looking at it for a while, but only noticed it there at that last second. It's sitting on the beams. The elevator's on my left and the save room's on my right behind me. So when you come out of the save room and go left, look on the right hand side and you'll see it over the balcony. This is the other one that caught me out, sitting at the top of the door. This, I didn't even think to look there, and I had my headphones on high to hear the rocking of their head, but I just could not. I don't know if it was the fire in the room beforehand, but I could not hear this one. And then after this, you're on to the next pier, going to save Mia and Zoe. And you can see a wee hut on my right hand side here that I'm heading to. And he's hiding in there, so he's hiding lying underneath some netting. And you can just knife this one, he's easy enough to get. After the net, the next two are on the boat that when you're playing as Mia. They're on, one's on the 4th floor. This is the captain's quarters I'm in. I'm running from the captain's quarters where you get the submachine gun, I think it's a PP-19. I was trapped in there for a bit. But if you go straight across from where the captain's quarters are, and down here, I found it earlier, but I didn't have the weapon at this stage, so I had to come back and get it at a different time and shoot him. And then the second one is on the 2nd floor. Right, so this is the other save point. If you head straight out of the save point and down this way, at the end of this hall there's a doorway which leads to a really rusty room, and there's a couple of items in it, but it depends on the difficulty you're playing on. If you climb this well, I don't think I climbed the ladder. Yeah, you don't have to climb the ladder, but if you shoot him from down there, he's just at the opposite side of the ladder. If you look on if you just turn straight around. This is number 18. This is after the boat, and this is you playing as Ethan again. The first save point you come to is inside a shack, and if you go right around the building to the left here and look back in the shack on the window, I heard his head rocking there. That's why I was like, that's how I knew he was there. Then number 19 is in the cave, or in the mines. There's two walkways. There's a save point. You see if you've hit the save point. When you walk out, he's on the right, but you can't access him from the right. You have to go back to the previous bridge and shoot him from the opposite side. If you want to, you can go underneath that walkway I'm on and look up at him a wee bit closer. But that was me just, I knew where he was. Now this is the final one, and this is back in the very first house where you meet Mia. Sitting just on the right. Or sitting on the balcony. This is where the two dolls were. You can see I'm looking at one of the previous ones. And it's sitting right here. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's all 20 statues, and I hope you get the achievement. Bye. Hey, I just wanted to say, I'm working on the antique coins, and I'm hoping to find them pretty soon. But if you want any more tricks and tips on completing it on Madhouse difficulty or anything like that, the best way to kill Jack without using too much ammo or anything, just leave a comment and I'll do my best to help you out. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I hope it helped.